Makes me feel like.
That was good.
That was the karaoke lyrics on the screen.
Hot take.
Welcome to Butt Stuff, everybody. This is your premier Sunday morning podcast happening on a Sunday morning. And I'll tell you what, we're not going to stop until we get enough of podcasting.
Do you think like this is a like somebody who's like we want to make the perfect song to bang to? It's just like, how about Don't Stop Till You Get Enough? You're like, my God, we got a hit. But same token, like the other person probably is like, it's been enough already. Can you hurry up?
Just keeps going.
I mean, don't stop till you get enough, but for the love of God, don't take more than you need.
Yeah, that's the hit that was way less successful than this song.
Take only what you need.
Yeah, take only what you need. Keep it down. My name is DJ. I'm your host here with Ed, Jim, and Jerry. How are we doing, everybody?
Fantastic. Here,
back in the saddle again. We ride with like the wind. Here to entertain the masses once again.
And asses. This is butt stuff.
Very true.
Because we put the asses in the seats of wherever you're sitting right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
At least these four.
That's right.
At least these four every glorious Sunday.
Every glorious Sunday.
And what a Sunday we got. Sorry to interrupt, but it's fall now.
Guys,
pumpkin
no longer
spice
summer.
season. Is that what Jerry wants to talk about?
Well, I love this time of year. We're talking Halloween's coming up.
Check.
Yep.
Leaves on the ground.
Check.
Oh yeah, I love raking.
I love the leaves.
Jerry's like,
Nah, I don't rake.
I like it when the leaves start turning.
It's just the best vibes. You get to wear sweatshirts. Sweatshirts are so comfy.
Sweatshirts
You don't
are
strike
comfy.
me. You're like, it's really funny because like you don't really get excited about a lot of things, but you're excited about this. I'm just picturing you like, I can't wait to go up to the Adirondacks and look at the leaves change. Get to wear my flannel.
Oh, it's
I got
so
an apple
cozy.
cider donut. No, it is my favorite time of the year.
Apple cider donuts are delicious.
I had one of those yesterday. I got to tell you, Indian Ladder Farms. If you're in the upstate New York region, and you're within striking distance of there, man, they make a hell of a cider donut.
I actually heard that they have to change their name.
Really?
It's Native American Ladders.
Yeah, Native American Ladder Farms.
Yeah.
I heard that they outsource all their donut making to China.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I heard that all their apples come from India.
Yeah, they're not.
Unless they hire an Indian from India,
Mm-hmm.
they got to change their name.
That's true.
It should just be an Indian dude on a ladder picking apples.
I actually did get some.
I almost said something.
Nice save.
Yeah, good save.
Sorry.
I actually did get some for the pod. I'm just realizing, and left them at home.
Oh,
Just remembered right now.
Man, I did see some donuts at Price Chopper the other day. I don't really like Price Chopper, as we know, but there were
Mhm.
some pumpkin donuts with some like cream cheese looking frosting on it, and goddamn, did they look good?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I love a good donut. Who doesn't?
Does
Am I
anyone
right?
here know what they're going to be for the Halloween?
and no clue.
I got a couple ideas.
I got nothing. I don't know.
How about you, Jim?
I don't really know yet.
I got a couple ideas. I'm going to be one of two things. I can't give it away though, because then it wouldn't be a surprise. Everyone wouldn't be show stopped by seeing when I walked in, and be like, DJ, is that even you?
He usually starts working on the facial hair for his disguise
Yeah.
a
Very
month
true.
before. So
Yeah.
you'll be starting to see it take shape. You just got to play Guess Who.
Yeah, that's
is-
true.
And it's always somebody with prominent facial hair.
Maybe like a
It's-
goatee, kind of like a Jack Sparrow.
That would be a good one.
That'd be cool.
He doesn't have enough time for that.
I did Flanders
quality.
last year
Got
with
a
a
braid.
mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I've done.
Just
Can't remember
DJ
what other
coming in
ones.
as like a full Viking.
Yeah, you start growing the beard for next year right now.
Yeah, so I killed this bear myself.
Yeah. That's a good question, though. You always got to start planning early, you know.
Yeah, this is gonna
You don't
be
want
the
to be caught off guard.
first year I haven't had long hair in quite some time for it.
Huh.
I usually just cross dress
Huh.
for it. It won't be so easy this year.
You can pull it off.
It's fluid dressing now. No.
Yeah, whatever. My bad.
No, it's liquid dressing. Oh, God, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Fall is a great time of year.
What's your favorite part about it besides all the stuff we already mentioned?
You get not only do you get all the things that we mentioned, you get football, a little bit of chill in the air, a little bit of cool. You can leave the windows open at night.
Get to put my blankets back on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
2 layers.
I like
Yeah.
robe season.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's robe and slipper season.
Bro,
and
the
I'm-
robe's right there.
Robe and slipper season. I like decorating the house, like kind of fall related stuff. Get some apple candles, make the house smell all nice and cinnamony.
you know what I do? I just leave leaves everywhere near my house. Looks pretty autumny.
They start to rot during turn black when they around winter time.
Compost.
They blow around.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to the neighbors.
You walk around your house with a leaf blower indoors, trying to blow the leaves around.
So at Hurlbut, what my tried and true thing is I would wait until what's it called, street sweeper day,
Mhm.
when it hits the in front of the house part, and I would just blow all the leaves out into the street and just hope that it sweeps them up.
There you
That's
go.
a play.
People get pissed though. Oh hell no.
Yeah, I gotta get myself some lovelier. But yeah, that that's the play. There's
My-
the one time that Jim and I were raking our leaves.
Oh, God,
And
that
the
lady.
neighbor across the street came over with a leaf blower and taking the piles that we had just raked off the lawn and blowing it back onto the lawn, going, I'm helping.
No
And
way.
we're just like, you're not helping. Stop it. I'm helping.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
that lady sucked.
Yeah, she did.
She had mental problems.
No, they were just like these 2 old white people named like Pat and Paul.
The
and Paul.
whitest sounding people ever.
Yeah, Pat and Paul. They were something else, man.
Yeah.
They look like Dr. Phil and
hmm
the mom from Everybody Loves Raymond.
hmm
Question for the pod. Paul's in the chat here. He's asking, does anyone here hate porn?
Hate porn.
No.
Porn?
I was actually just going. There's are we all familiar with the porn star Lana Rhodes?
Of course.
I think so.
So she's just I don't know if this was recently, but she came out saying that she doesn't think that porn is she doesn't she was disagreeing with the industry. It was this whole thing. People were like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a hotly contested thing. Some people saying, she got in, she made her money. Now she's slamming other actresses or whatever you want to call them for doing it, other sex workers.
That's what they all do. That's what they all do.
That is what most. Some of them do it, and others are in it for the long. Some of them are fucking 70. They're,
The
going
only-
strong.
The only ones, okay, they'll put,
The difference is that she just had a son.
yeah.
Mm.
Anybody who has a kid, they're like, well, the industry is all fucked up because somebody, I don't know. I'm just saying,
In 10
They-
years, her kid's gonna get bullied for it, and then in 3 years after that, he's gonna be like, "Mom."
okay. She literally fucked her way to the top. Okay. Without that, we wouldn't even have a microphone on her. And now that she fucked her way out of the system, which is fine, good for her, she's just like, oh, all these other hoes, you got to stop. No.
Mm.
Or all these dudes, I'll say this, it's definitely a business where they prey on 20-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old girls, and they get them in, they get them in with all this money. But then it's
I will say, it can't be that hard to figure out that that industry if you're going into it, you know that they're trying. If you don't know that they're preying on you or trying to prey on you, like,
You're an idiot.
yeah, like it's kind of one of those things where, like, if
Like,
you're doing it,
you're
you should know that you have to play the game.
Yeah, you're playing ball.
Well,
You
okay.
gotta play ball.
For the ages from 10 till present, I thought I
This
was
might
going
be
to
a
be
very controversial pod.
from 10 till present. I thought I was going to be a porn star. All right, I still think it can happen.
I
all
still,
right?
yeah, but now it does seem like a lot more work than originally.
Yeah, because you got to do it all yourself now. But this is what I'm saying. All like now, there's where we are technologically. If you want to like, film and post your own content, you can get rich doing that now. So if
Mhm.
you want to get out of the industry, you can do it. Set up your own shop. You know what I mean? It's not like there's like a gate being kept anymore. It's just you and whether you want to work for somebody or you want to work for yourself. And that's why it's just like at this point, I'm just like porn has hit a place where it's really your decision 100%.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
If you like, I mean, maybe you could even probably do it. Like they hand out free phones from the government. All right. And I'm sure if you wanted to, you can get one of those free phones and that would be all you needed to
That's your
set up your
stepping stone.
own. That'd be all you needed to set up your OnlyFans. All right. So like, I'm not like, all right. Cause this is what's tough is because everybody, the people who would have anything to say about like the porn being predatory, they're the same people who are trying to empower all sex workers. So it's like this weird thing where it's like, be empowered if you want to do that for money, but at the same time, like, hey, we shouldn't allow these people to give you money for that, or like, you know what I mean? It's weird. It's like a duality.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I got really heated on the porn thing.
Yeah,
Classic
no, it's
chicken
alright.
or the egg situation.
Well, I mean, that route exists. If you want to go that route, you can do it. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. For Lana Rhodes to be like, Lana Rhodes and Mia Khalifa to be like, nah, it's fucked up. Like, fuck that. Like, and then like,
They are like two of the biggest stars.
yeah, it's like, okay, you climb to the top and then you're like, I made enough fame. Now I'm just going to,
Made enough money.
Mia Khalifa's smart because what she did is she started buying back her own videos, like the rights to her own videos. So then she built her own website. And that's why like now, like she's like out of the system, but still on all the things, and still got the #1 spot.
You
Or
see,
whatever I think.
I could see in their point of view if you're young enough and you know what you're getting into. However, there could be unforeseen like circumstances, and everybody changes their point of view of the world when you get older.
It's
So
growth,
you could
baby.
be like, you get to. I could see getting to a certain age and being like, I thought I was into it and knew what I was getting into, but now I'm kind of like, well, I kind of wish I didn't do that.
That's like,
You
a lot
can
of
say you wish you didn't do that, but I don't think you can work your way to the top and then be like, don't do that. Don't do what I just did.
I worked at Mr. Sub for like 2 years of my life for minimum wage. All right. I look back at that like, why did I do that? I was working with known pedophiles. No, they didn't tell me. They hid it. I had to hear it from a different coworker being like, hey, so look Norm up on the internet. I don't know why they're letting him work with you. I'm like, what?
Oh my
I was like 16 and I just like had to Google
Storm
shit.
and
I'm not
Norman?
gonna say his whole name, but I had to Google this guy's name and I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be working with this dude, nor should he be working in the mall.
Yeah, I mean, I think also if you gave his full name out,
Well, I
He's a
mean,
pedophile.
yeah, I know, but it's still like
You
one
know.
of them things like,
Be doing a
it's probably
public
good,
service.
probably
Yeah.
a good thing.
I think I will like
yeah.
just like to go back like the predatory aspect too, and like you said something too that just I think one of the biggest issues in porn is just make sure the girls are old enough.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
they need to be like
Maybe raise that
I
age.
can't be sitting at I can't be
Yeah.
sitting at home like I think I gotta change the video, bro. I don't know where this one came from.
Dude, okay, so this is this is gonna be a weird pod, but basically what I like they need to stop. Like I want a porn platform where it's just no thumbnail. Don't tell me like, okay, everything is verified, all these chicks are older than 21, whatever, but don't put like, because every goddamn video is like step family this, little tiny teen fucking that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And just fucking
I'm past the age, bro.
give me something I can click on, dude. I need something where it's just like sex.
Yeah.
Here's some good sex.
Amateurs.
Yeah, that'd be great too. Butt stuff, and then it's just us.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, we should just post all our videos on Pornhub.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we did have this conversation years ago where it was Pornhub versus YouTube. What's the freer medium?
It's definitely Pornhub. Pornhub is definitely the freer. Like, dude, I don't know. Anytime you're
We
on
should
there,
stream live on Pornhub.
we just have
Yes, sir.
Take it to the hub.
I feel like
You
we'd have to
Like
shoot hot dogs.
Coolio
at
says.
Yo, we've all seen those random videos on Pornhub where it's just like a Call of Duty video. I'm just like, all right, I'm just whatever.
Touch, rub. Can't get enough. Don't hesitate to use that glove. Take it to the hub.
Wait, what glove?
That I imagine Coolio was referring to Jimmy hats.
My hats?
Oh,
Condoms.
Oh,
yeah, you wear condoms for hats.
I do?
No, condom for taking it to the hub though.
Take it to the hub. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, if you're Coolio and you get hired to make a music video and song about Pornhub, you know, you want to do it
All right, so
responsibly.
question. You guys were watching a porn. Guy's got a condom on. You watch it or change it?
I change it because do you know what? when I fantasize about me having sex, I'm not being like, yeah, it's sick. I'm gonna throw a condom on. No, dude. If I'm trying to put myself in that situation and like, you know, nothing is off limits, I'm imagining that, like, you know, raw.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, easy answer. There's a billion videos out there.
Yeah.
I can find one without a condom.
And that, okay, because of that, I guess Lana Rhodes might be right, you know? Because in order to make it in this industry, you got to be taking raw dogs. I don't know.
That is true, but you got to get tested.
True.
Mhm.
They
True.
do test the hell out of them.
Good.
If there's
You know, I was thinking that. I was like, I heard that, but like now that I'm like, is that true? Is it just true? I'm sure it's true for some things, and then other things they're just like, it's just a guy. Like,
they're just giving
Like, yeah.
COVID tests.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other line didn't show up. You don't have AIDS. Is that how that works?
Dude, okay, so you ever see, and this is kind of brilliant, I guess, but do you ever see like the old like it must be from like 2005 or like 2010, something like that, where it was just a dude wearing a big fake dick that would shoot like enormous amounts of just like milk or something, like, you know what I mean? And it,
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that one before.
of course you haven't, DJ. You were doing good Christian boy things at that time.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
DJ was probably still feeling like bad about the Girls Gone Wide paid programming video.
No, I was busy. You know, my mom would pull up and tell everybody she was going to be on Girls Gone Wild at my school, and I'd be like, "You don't know what that is. Don't go around telling people that."
She said that.
Yeah, she'd be like, I'm gonna be on Girls Gone Wild.
Oh my god.
I'd be like, you don't know what that is. Don't stop coming to
you-
my
you
high
should-
school and telling all of my friends that you're gonna be on Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, DJ's mom went to bed safely at 7:00, so
This
she
is-
had never seen the commercial.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's
You didn't just tell her, like, you know, that means you're gonna get your tits out, right?
All right, put
'Cause
them on the glass.
guarantee she would never say it again if you just said that. But instead, you were like, you don't know.
I think it might have explained it to her one time because it was just
Did
like
she freak out?
I think she was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I've made a grave mistake.
Yo, my dad told me this great story. So, my dad and my brother recently just like drove from North Carolina or Maryland to Texas, and during the drive, they stopped at a store. It was called Deja Vu, and from the outside,
Nice.
it looked very similar to the Deja Vu here. You know,
It's a dildo store.
Yeah, dildo and pot paraphernalia.
well, yeah. My dad just wanted to stop and get a bowl, and so they're like, he's like, yeah, let's stop in this store. And so they walk in there, and yeah, it's just like a women's lingerie store. And my dad just walks in and he looks at the lady and goes, where's like the stuff? And she's like, what? And he's like the other stuff. And my brother John just goes, I think we've made a horrible mistake. He was like, yeah, there was nothing there. No weed stuff.
Unfortunate.
That's funny.
I just love that it was my dad's idea.
That was my mom that went into that store.
Yeah.
And she took like one step in and then was like, I came home, she was white as a ghost.
I was going to pick up a birthday gift.
I went to the store earlier.
I was going to pick up a birthday gift for somebody, and it was me, my mom, and Mrs. DJ. And we walked inside Deja Vu. And so the front end of Deja Vu, if you had never been in there, was all like tapestries, overpriced hippie clothing, incense. They had like random little things like statues of dragons. And then behind that was like bowls. You had to be 18. It was like sex toys and dildos. And so like we're all in the front half of the store at first, and we're just like looking at stuff, and I'm just looking at the fucking overpriced knickknack shit. And then I just like look up and see Mrs. DJ just going in the back, and I'm like, "Yo, mom, like she's going in the back of the store," and like you could just see like her processing what was going on, and then just immediately beelining it for the door and leaving. And then like when me and my mom like we bought whatever and we leave, and like we go outside, and they had like this little strip mall church right next door to it, and like Mrs. Blake was just sitting next door praying on the bench. I was like, wow, I'm sorry.
She had to go get forgiveness from the big man upstairs.
It was good
That's
times.
funny.
Dude, you know what you should do? When your mom prays, does she do it silently or does she talk to herself?
Well, it depends on like the scenario. Like if we're praying before a meal, like that's
That's loud. Yeah.
Like but it's
She
you
must pray
won't
before
walk
prayer.
in though, and then she's just talking to herself.
Thank God for that. But I was gonna say if she like, because all right, like when my grandma would do that shit, like she would say it out loud, and I'm just like, yo, chill. God can hear your thoughts. Just like, just don't pray about me when I'm in the room, please. It hurts me. No, but like, it'd be so funny to mic somebody up that's praying. I know that's like probably God hates that, but it'd be really funny just
Yeah,
to
it's like football.
just
When
to
they
hear-
mic up the quarterback and you hear him like saying, like, "Oh, that one got away from me."
Yeah, dude, like her just being like, "Please, Lord, forgive me. I saw dildos." in the Deja Vu store."
There was a man with a giant fake penis spraying milk out of it everywhere.
Where
honestly,
in
they
the
should be-
Bible does it say that Jesus doesn't like dildos?
It's
Jesus was a
Romans
pretty-
3:58.
I feel like it's like not
Deal,
said. It's
thou
like,
shalt not take rubber dongs
It's-
and store them in your household.
That's got to be in the Sodom and Gonorrhea section of the Bible.
oh, my favorite section.
What's it called though? Like, Jesus was a pretty kinky dude. I think he'd be cool with it. You know what I mean? Nobody'd be like, "Put me up there, torture me." Like, they weren't kind of kinky.
Do you think like the real Jesus was packing? He had to be, right?
Had to be.
Yeah,
you,
you
don't
see
get
all
that
the-
many followers if you
Yeah.
ain't packing.
Most cult leaders seem like they're packing.
Yeah.
Jesus was like the first sex worker. He was just like, "Oh, everybody watch."
Wasn't that Mary Magdalene? Was she a prostitute? And he hung out with her a lot.
A lot.
Subtext. You know, when you do sex work, you're more Christ-like than anything else. You know?
You're closer to God than ever.
Yeah.
Because, they're going, "Oh, God."
Father, Son, and the Holy Semen.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
That's funny.
I'll say this. Do you guys ever watch porn in foreign languages?
Yeah.
Spanish.
I don't think so.
I think that they should do like a Babbel for porn. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
they should have.
I
Like,
don't think they need to. I think I get it.
No, I mean I get it too, but like it'd be cool to be able to like use that time to learn another language as well as
Wait, have you never seen one with subtitles?
I mean, I do.
I
But though
have
it's
like
usually
seen like
it's-
random ones with subtitles, and it is funny because it's just like moaning.
See, like that. I'm not here for that. I want to know, like I was watching this, like it was like a.
Well, yeah, usually like the beginning, but then once you're like watching it, that's all it says.
Yeah.
There's one I was watching. It was like it was a Puerto Rican chick, and she does all these like homegrown videos with her and her significant other, and they're having like these elaborate scenarios, and I have no idea what they're saying, but like she's like it's almost like she might as well be rapping. And I'm like, oh, like
from watching porn, but then all you know is like words like rim job and really filthy things.
my pussy.
yeah. Yeah, things like that.
Oh, daddy.
Oh, daddy.
Hey, puppy.
Hey guys, speaking of I was gonna say, speaking of making sure all the girls are the right age in porn.
Oh
What?
God,
Jesus
DJ,
Christ.
what kind of fucking?
You sit in that for a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. What's up?
That was hard to listen to.
I watched the Elvis movie
No,
the other day. Did you guys
Elvis
watch
did
the
not do
Elvis
that.
movie?
He did not have a good process for vetting,
Yeah,
or he had a really good process and got exactly what he was looking for.
I mean, I think Elvis
His
just didn't
process was
care.
a little too good.
I think he was just like, yeah, who gives a shit? Would they don't get to that in the movie?
Well, yeah, at the time, every girl
Interesting.
was like, "Lucky little bitch got Elvis."
Yeah.
Nobody was like ready to slap cuffs on him. They were like, "That's the king. You let him take what he needs."
How was that movie though? Pretty good.
So it was interesting. It was basically about how the guy that discovered him like ripped him off and like treated him terribly. And they kind of made him out to be like Elvis was the saint who just got taken advantage of. Which, obviously he did have sex with a lot of underage girls, so I don't think that, he was the saint that they painted him out to be. But it was kind of weird. It was a Baz Luhrmann movie. You guys ever see Great Gatsby, the one with Leo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How it's like there's all like the techno like music underneath everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the same vein of that.
They're
where
playing
it's like,
techno under Elvis.
yeah, like they had like a remix of like Hound Dog when they were going over about how he stole that song from African American culture, and they like had like a different, which was kind of weird at first because it's like Elvis is a musician himself. You could have just played his music instead of remixing it into like a techno thing. But towards the end of the movie, they do play a lot of his good stuff. I'll tell you, Elvis though, do love some Elvis music.
Yeah.
He's a hunk.
He's the king.
When those hips get going, DJ just goes nuts.
Oh man, he got a gyrating.
Yeah, there's this like one scene in the beginning with like when it's like his first show and he starts like
Doing
shaking
the forced
around.
leg things.
Yeah, and all the girls are like, "Oh, oh!" They just start like yelling, just like, "Oh my god!" Like they can't take it. Like basically, like way over exaggerated of what it must have been.
There was a
like, where
flood.
they're just like,
There was a flood.
like
Yeah, bro,
everyone's just sitting there tapping their feet, and these girls just like, "Ah!" And
No,
then
dude.
everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And I remember watching it and being like, "Man, yeah, he's shaking his hips." And then my girlfriend was like, "No, he's shaking his penis, DJ. That's why they were freaking out so much.
Hmm.
He was shaking his penis, and that's what they were trying to say."
Elvis must have been packing.
Yeah,
What's it called?
Elvis was like Jesus.
In that
Big
moment,
old
yes.
dong.
Walking on water. What's it called?
Packing heat.
So I was watching. It was like a documentary. It was called like Elvis on the Road, like, and it was like a series of concerts in 1979, and it's on HBO, I think. But basically, like there was like they were like interviewing him, and they're like, so tell us like the origin, like how did he was just like, well, basically I was in a club and I did the thing with my hips, and all these girls went crazy, and it was like my first time like getting booked on like this big stage. And I get off, and I like nobody could hear any of the music, nobody could hear any shit. They were just screaming, and I get off, and the club owner, he comes up to me, he's like, I don't know what the hell you did up there, but go up there and do it again. And he thought he was never gonna work there again because they were just like fucking ransacking the place, going crazy, shit like that. And I don't know, it's so it was something where like he was just the first person to sell sex. Like he's doing what Disney's been doing with all these.
The guy also just had a fucking style. I mean,
Yeah.
like, guy just wore fucking the most like crazy suits, just decked in diamonds. Like-
Yeah, that was dude. It's the greatest.
It was like and he was probably the first to do that, but that's like still like that carried through to like the 80s. Like all the metal dudes were just like the 80s version of Elvis's shit, where it's just like, I'm gonna wear like skin tight shit, it's gonna be crazy. And then like they all had like 80s blowout hairdos and shit.
Picturing like the guy from School of Rock who's just wearing like the leather sleeves.
Yeah, heal me. I'm heart sick. Yeah, they didn't go into like the kind of like crazy shit towards like the end of his life when he just got absurdly famous and just knew he
Fat
could
as
do
fuck.
whatever he wanted. Like, you guys ever see Elvis and Nixon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where he basically is just like, he finds out that the president can give people like make them deputies and like give them badges. So he just shows up to the White House one day. He's like, hey, let me see the president. And then the guy at the security gate's like, yeah, fucking Elvis is here. And then he's just like, okay, well, I guess let him in then.
My God, let him in.
Yeah.
Hurry.
And then he just goes and talks to the president. He's like, hey, let me get one of those badges.
I want to be a deputy.
I want to be a deputy. He's
That's
like,
awesome.
Okay.
That was a drunk history, right?
Yeah.
I think Jack Black was.
Elvis.
Yeah.
He pulled over a plane.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, they had a drunk history about it, and like there's a full length movie about how he just does that with
Oh, that's awesome.
Michael. Who's the guy that was in?
Michael Fassbender. I
No,
don't know.
Michael. I can't remember his name. Threatening guy from Boardwalk Empire, and
Never got
Anyway.
into Boardwalk.
anyway,
He's gonna be a B-list actor.
yeah, he's a great actor, but yeah, Elvis was crazy. He just knew he had unlimited amounts of money and could just do whatever he wanted. So he was just like, yeah,
Dude,
just do whatever I want.
the From the Road 1979 thing was crazy because they just have a getting ready before each show,
Mhm.
and it's just like he's like, you can see him, he's like freaking out, like still, even though he's like old fat Elvis, like
Mhm.
he's just like, he's still like, he's like getting ready, and he's like, you can tell he's just like, he's trying to make sure he's got his right balance of drugs, you know,
Mhm.
he's been up like all this shit, and then he's just like, he breathes, he's like, you gotta give him the show, you gotta give him the same show every night, it's gotta be better than the last one. And he just keeps saying shit like that to himself, and he's just like hyping himself out to go out there. He's like, the city hasn't seen us since 2 years ago. And he's just like pumping it, and he's like talking to it, and he's like asking for all this shit last minute. And they're like, all right, King, we gotta get you out there. Just, all right, let's get out there. He just like looks at the camera and goes out there, and he just fucking electric gets out there, fat as fuck, acting like he's like 15, 20.
That's the
Bananas.
thing is like even when he was like fat, you listen to it and you're like, damn, man, guy put on a show.
The one thing that my gripe with him is like, okay, so he would just wear a guitar and like pretend to strum it, and he was like the first dude to do that. And it's just like, dude, just don't wear the guitar, you know? You're not playing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part of that is I think he just wore the guitar so he could do the guitar move when he took it off and like just whip it around
Yeah.
and then give it to somebody off
Just
stage.
very Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, where you would do his like karate moves and stuff like that on stage. Here's truth. is marching on.
DJ's gonna be Elvis for Halloween.
I would love to be.
That'd be a
Elvis for
great costume.
Halloween.
That'd be cool.
Ruined his cat now.
Did Elvis have a funny pet? Did he have like a pet monkey?
Absolutely, he must have had a tiger or
He
something.
must have, had something at Graceland. They didn't show anything in the movie.
Elvis's pet.
This is my lion,
He had a-
Snuggles.
The king had a basset hound named Sherlock. Great
Oh,
Danes,
that's right.
Great Danes named Brutus and Snoopy, and Edmund. A Pomeranian he gave to his aunt Delta because the two bonded so quickly.
Yeah.
This is my basset
Yeah,
hound, Brutus.
He had dude. He would fly. He would fly his dogs like first class. Get
He did have a chimp.
Of course
Oh,
he
did
did.
Yeah, Scatter the chimp. He was a local TV star.
Oh my god, he's lucky he didn't get destroyed.
Yeah, he didn't rip his balls off.
He's like, here, scatter, let him test out these dance moves and freak him out and fucking.
Yeah. Starts doing his karate moves like a chimp.
I do like to think. I like to think that Elvis faked his own death. He lived.
Mhm.
That would be just the bee's knees.
Died in the toilet, right?
Yeah,
How do you die in the toilet? You
Doing
have a
drugs.
heart attack?
cardiac event.
Oh,
He
boy.
had like 30 pounds of impacted white shit in his colon or something like
Did he?
that. Yeah, because he was doing so many pills that he couldn't shit. That's why he was like on the toilet when I don't think he was technically on the toilet when he died, but like that's why people think he was, because he just couldn't go to the bathroom towards the end of his life because he was taking so many pills.
Damn.
And he's
He's like, oh man,
all
Fucking
bloated
legend.
This is
on
fucking.
shouldn't days.
I'm real clogged up now.
Let me just read this. This might be a little bit long, but
Mix a banana in there or something.
this is a pretty good read. So Elvis got a chimp. Elvis loved animals. There's a little baby chimp. This guy had a show on local Memphis TV. One of the guys told Elvis that this guy wanted to sell this little chimp. He brought it to the house, and Elvis fell in love with it. His name was Scatter. We kept it around the house. We had a cage for him, but Scatter was just not used to being caged. When he would when he was released, he would play havoc with the ladies, attacking maidens at the hotels. As much of a terror was, Scatter was also capable of behaving like a real fine gentleman. Alan Fortes used to love taking him for a drive in the Rolls Royce and buying him little suits and teaching him how to drive. After Scatter had bitten several members of the Memphis Mafia, no one was able to put him back in his cage. Elvis decided to have a face-to-face with the chimp. Elvis looked Scatter in the eye and, trying to keep a straight face, said, "You coconut head, you better get downstairs in your cage and you better not bite anybody anymore, you hear?" With his hands folded in front of him, Scatter slowly walked up the stairs, marched to the basement, and into his cage. Elvis fell on the floor laughing.
What the fuck?
And then there's
He
other
never bit anybody ever again.
only Elvis can stare down a chimp and
Dude.
win.
What if he's just King Chimp? He's just a chimp from that fucking Jungle Book movie, dude. That's Elvis.
That's
It's
crazy.
incredible.
I read this. I googled, did Elvis die constipated? It came up with Presley was a longtime abuser of opiates, which not only kill pain but cause savage constipation. He abused antihistamines, tranquilizers such as Valium, barbiturates, Quaaludes, sleeping pills, hormones. How do you get high on hormones? And laxatives for the constipation. So imagine taking all those pills and then just being like, something moving along now.
Yeah. I gotta get it out.
God damn.
Dude.
Yeah, that's a cocktail
That's a lot.
for the ages.
What a legend.
That's why he's the king.
Mhm.
Dude, this fucking website is just all of these people. I just realized it's just all of them just talking about these different fucking times with Elvis's chimp, and like, Elvis hit him with a cue stick one night. He hit him so damn hard that chimp just saw stars. He ran up the curtain and said, "I said, God Almighty, I came downstairs with a gun. I said, Elvis, if you'll lead him about 2 yards, I'll shoot him." Damn. And then I don't know. There's all these times with Elvis just fucking yelling at his chimp to stop biting people, and then there should be like a cute picture of like Elvis holding his chimp.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
Meanwhile, his wife and kids are at home. Like, I
Getting
wish he would love us
terrorized.
like that chimp.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to watch the TV but he just shot it out the night before by getting all pilled up and be like, I'm gonna shoot the TV out.
Oh yeah, dude. Elvis was constipated for about 4 months.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did he? When he died, did he void?
They didn't go into that in the movie.
They're like, God damn it! Put your cameras away. That's the king.
That was like the last few minutes. They have like the text that pops up on the
Yeah.
screen that's like, Elvis is still the greatest selling solo act of all time. He voided his bowels when he died, and there was shit all over the place.
There was so much shit.
4 months of backed up feces.
Well, I mean,
They
okay.
had to hire 2 crews of people to clean up all the feces off the ground.
You know what's crazy is Kobe can crash a freaking helicopter with 9 people, and somehow photos get leaked, but the king dies on the toilet, and nobody's like, "Hey, there's a bunch of shit there." Like, you
It's
know what I
covered
mean?
in shit.
If there is like a crime scene, like who cleans all the blood? You call someone.
Call the coroner.
But there's a clean crew. Yeah. I when I was job hunting a while back, that was an option on Indeed.
What?
Yeah, being a clean crime
Blood
scene
cleaner?
cleanup, and you don't get paid that much, and you're on call 24/7. And yeah, sounds awful.
Yeah, because someone was complaining about their job one time, and I was like, man, you know, it'd be a terrible job just cleaning up after crime scenes.
Yeah,
Seems pretty bad.
the fact that you're on call stinks. Like, if I was on shift, you know, if that crime happened in my time zone, sure.
Oh yeah, if it was if the murder was convenient for me.
Yeah, it's just like Uber. Like, are you in the area? We got some shit going
Yeah,
on.
I'm about to clock out.
Yeah, it'd be nicer if it was time to be like, yeah, but I got my 2:00 murder. I'm gonna have to clean that one, and then at 4 we got another murder. So it's gonna be a busy day.
I'll say this: the people who take those jobs probably psychopaths.
Mm,
Like, who wants to clean up a murder? Do you want to do that every single day? You
yeah,
want to just see dead bodies?
Was
Same
it-
thing with the morgue workers, dude. Like, ugh.
yeah, the morgue workers. That's another. Like, what else are they doing? You
Dude,
know?
okay. Yeah, probably that. But what's it called? So I heard this thing on embalming. All right. So apparently that came to be a thing like in the Civil War because like everybody you had to do like a Christian burial and wake for something like that. And like all these people were dying like miles away from home. So they had to figure out a way you would have to embalm them so that way the trains would ship them back home because otherwise the trains would just have cars of just decomposing bodies and it would stink to high heaven and they stopped taking them. So eventually they did that to do that. But now like we don't need to embalm shit at all. It's actually really like it's just a big waste of money. And it's this industry where basically those people learned how to embalm because it was needed then. And then it wasn't needed after that, but they had to go and sell it to everybody so that they didn't have to learn a different trade.
Hmm.
So that's like why we embalm people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys know that during the with the bubonic plague, the way it started
You said
basically,
No, I was gonna say bubonic chronic.
or the black plague. I can never remember the plagues.
It's the same
Basically-
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Basically, the way the Black Plague started is because, like these assholes were like at war with another place, so they had like the one place had like these tall like walls built, so they would just take dead bodies and let them rot for a few days, and then just launch them over the walls into like their opponent's
That
place, and
that
then they
was
would
the
explode.
Mongols.
Yeah, the Mongols would just launch dead bodies that were decomposing into wherever they were attacking.
Savage play.
And then they didn't know they were infected with the plague, so the dead bodies would just explode and then spray plague everywhere.
I think
Damn.
that may have been before
First biological warfare.
I think it may have been before the plague, but it was the first instance of biological warfare.
Yeah, it's like what a savage move. Like what a bunch of imagine if you're just like you're just walking around town one day and a fucking rotting dead body that just hits on the ground. You're, oh my god!
Because they thought that they didn't know that it was like going to do that. They just thought that
It would fuck with them.
the bodies smelled so bad. They
Yeah.
like they just didn't know shit. So they were
They're
like,
just assholes.
this
Stink bomb.
smells really bad and it must kill you if it smells this bad because they're dead. So we'll just fling this like, yeah. They didn't know what they were doing.
Jesus, man.
They're just
Wild.
fucking savages.
Imagine it's somebody you know, like they killed like one of the villagers that was out fighting, and then they just like he's
Ralph?
walking along. Just fucking Ralph just comes flying in, fucking
Oh.
explodes all over you,
God.
stinks to high heaven. That's a bad day, dude.
That is a bad
Getting
day.
hit with a falling body from the
Yeah.
sky.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Mm-mm.
That's so fucking savage. That's when the body pops.
Yeah, exactly. Weird though.
But yeah, no, you got to be definitely cut from a different cloth to deal with death on that level. Of like a
Imagine,
morgue worker or like any of that shit.
imagine if they took Elvis and did that. How much poop would fly everywhere once his body exploded?
Damn.
That's the ultimate.
What do you think
bomb.
smells worse, the decomp or the shit that's been cooking in there for fucking?
Poop.
It's got to be the poop.
They're like, God damn it, that's the king.
4 months of poop.
Do you think anybody's ever successfully faked their own death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't
Famous
know
people
who.
of note.
Andy Kaufman?
You think Andy Kaufman faked his own death?
I don't think so, but that is the rumor.
Yeah, he was supposed to come back like a few years back though.
Yeah, I don't think he actually did though.
I feel like faking your own death, like
I've always wanted to do it.
it
It's so sick.
probably happened all the time back in the day and probably wasn't
Mhm.
that hard because people just were probably like, I just want to fucking get away from you and I'll just fucking make it
You'll
look
just
like
go
I
one
died. and
town away.
leave."
During wartime, that was like a go-to. People would just be like, I'm just not gonna go back.
Yeah, be like, I'm gonna stay in California. You write this letter to my wife.
But what's it called? Like supposedly, what's his name? Not is it Pat McAfee? Who's the fucking crazy guy on the boat with the antivirus software?
No, that's
John McAfee.
Pat McAfee was the punter for the Colts.
Whoops. John McAfee supposedly faked his own death to avoid taxes.
Yeah,
That's what his ex-wife says.
he's a crazy guy. I wouldn't put it past him.
It's a savage play. That's so sick. I don't know why. I think it was ever since I saw was it Huck Finn? I've always wanted to. The thing where he sees his own funeral and they're all like mourning.
Yeah,
I've always been like, that'd be so sick.
and then they just look out the window. And be like, hey,
There is a
uh-oh,
uh-oh.
technical difficulties.
cat got there.
Yeah,
There's a podcast that I listen to, where that's like the whole premises of the show is just like people,
faking their own death.
yeah, people
No way.
hire this company to like fake their own death because something that they did, like it's a funny show. It's
That's pretty
comical.
awesome.
That's a sick company.
Imagine doing
Deep
that.
fake. No, I don't know. Who would you like if you had to figure? Well, I guess the only people doing that are like famous people or people who've done something heinous. But like, if you had to fake your own death, where would you go after?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
probably Canada.
Dude, I was just gonna say like Canada.
Yeah,
don't mind Canada.
Canada just seems dope.
What's up with
It
Canada?
does
Like
seem awesome.
Canada seems like a good place to like if there's a zombie apocalypse, you're like, I guess I'll go to Canada. Like
Yeah,
there's so many things where if shit goes wrong, you just choose to go to Canada.
Well, see, like I don't know. I would probably.
Who the fuck's gonna find you?
you don't want to go south either. In all the zombie movies, if you go up north where it's cold, it slows down the zombies.
Mhm.
So you want to go where it's cold.
Oh, unless it's a zombie movie where it takes place in Alaska, then they're really fast.
Yeah.
They all got snowshoes on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, like I'm 50-50 on that because I would prefer something where I don't have to fight the climate and the zombies. Like like there's like it's like a 8-month winter in parts of Canada.
Yeah,
and like
true.
yeah, they're slower, but I hate well, on the bright side, I guess you get to it's free refrigerator.
Mm.
I mean, it'd be tough,
Get to
bro.
the
If you're
Yukon.
you're in Hawaii and you're like, I really want to go surfing, but there's all these zombies on the beach.
The zombies
at
are
least
surfing.
There's a finite amount of zombies in Hawaii in any island area. So like if I was in like
You got to clear out the island.
I
Plus,
thought they
like-
said that the zombies can't they walk on the bottom of the ocean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
They don't breathe.
fuck that movie.
What was that, Dawn of the Dead?
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Yeah, that's the premise of the new Little Mermaid movie. So they're all just
Zombies?
zombies.
Yeah, that's cool.
But like I would I guess prefer to be like think about being on a boat during a zombie apocalypse. Like they have to work really hard to get you.
Yeah.
You can fish, you know what I mean? As long as you're near something where you can like drop anchor and like go back in and like get what you need and then go back out to sea.
The boat's the play. Like,
Dude, if you're- if-
nothing's getting you.
Think about like it happening on a cruise ship and then all you got to do is just like
Live on the cruise ship.
You think you're like good on the boat, and then you're just like, oh fuck, the pigeons are zombies too now.
that's,
Yeah.
that's a completely different animal.
Yeah, like zombie seagulls and
But eventually,
zombie sharks.
it mutates and affects everything.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, you just be enjoying your fish, and then all of a sudden you're turning.
Yeah.
The fish.
Honestly-
oh, the zombie fish.
I know this is like
Hypothetical.
If that happens, we should just all kill ourselves. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I'm not-
we should go to Canada.
Well, actually, wait. if
I
you-
try to tough it out a little bit, and if I saw that it was like getting real bad, I'm out.
Well, it's just like if
I
I
don't wanna deal with
what
all
what
this.
kind of life am I going to be
All
living
right,
after
top
that?
5 ways to kill yourself in a zombie apocalypse. Go.
I don't want to get eaten, so I'd probably just shoot my face off.
Okay, but
Yeah.
then you come back as a zombie though. So I feel like you'd want to do something where, all right, like shoot yourself in the head and fall into like
The Iron Maiden.
molten lava or something like that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Something where like be in a crematorium and have it on a timer and then just and then
Yeah.
Getting kicked down a giant hole.
yeah, that could work too. Did you ever see there's like there's some place like I think it's like Western Europe or maybe it's like Russia or something like that where there's just a hole that like just goes forever.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the name of
I
that?
think it's called I think it's in Siberia. It's like the Bohr hole or the Bohr something. That's where they have the sound from hell. If you just Google sounds from hell, they in that thing that Ed's talking about, they just dropped a microphone like super deep into this hole, and the sound from it is terrifying. It just sounds like demons.
That's awesome.
The deepest hole by far is one on the Kola Peninsula in Russia near Murmansk, referred to as the Kola Well. It was drilled for research purposes beginning in 1970. After 5 years, the Kola Well reached 7 kilometers. That's bananas.
Hmm.
Imagine 7-kilometer hole.
DJ, is this the noise that you're playing behind it?
Yeah, it is. The drill began to rotate wildly, indicating we had reached a large empty pocket or cavern. Temperature sensors showed a dramatic increase.
That was good timing.
We heard a human voice screaming in pain. At first, we thought the sound was coming from equipment, but when we made our adjustments, our worst suspicions were confirmed. The screams weren't those of single humans. They were screams of millions.
I don't hear him.
This is bullshit.
what I don't get is how come they don't just drop a camera and
Now I've got a clean copy of it now, and I warn you,
Oh my God, is that Art Bell?
this could scare you.
It is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is what I want to hear.
I just recently began listening to your radio show and could not believe it when you talked about the sounds from hell tonight. My uncle had told me this story a couple of years ago,
Okay, Art.
and I didn't believe him. Like one of your listeners who discounted the story.
If
as
you guys
nothing
haven't
more than just
listened
a
to
religious
Art
newspaper
Bell's
fabricated account.
Vault.
This
Go
story
listen to it. It's fucking
Yeah, it's gonna
great.
go on for
I've
like
never heard of it. What is it? What is it?
It's the thing it's the radio show that we used to listen to on at Domino's, the late night thing where the people
Oh.
just talk about aliens and shit.
coast
Yeah,
to
yeah,
coast.
Yeah, coast to coast. There's coast to coast, midnight in the desert. There's a ton
Yeah.
of them that he does.
That's cool.
This is it. Yeah, headphone warning.
Sounds fake.
That's in the hole.
This is the sound from the hole.
That's
Yes.
crazy. That's when you send a camera down.
This was done. Ed, when did you say this was done? It was done a long.
1970.
Yeah, it's done a while ago. They had the technology for it, but I'm sure that it was probably
Yeah.
Yeah, you need about 23,000 feet of cable there.
Yep.
On that thing down there. But like, how do we not just like investigate further. Like I would just be like, get down there.
You all right, Pete? Get down there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. What if that's just like where they put their prisoners? They're just like, all right,
That's the
send
gulag.
them down the hole.
Yeah.
Great success.
But like, imagine like this. That would be, dude. That's 100% a torture hole. Like you have information that they want. All right, just keep lowering them down this hole.
Mm.
I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Yeah, you just
Don't-
hear that. I will never speak.
Like fuck waterboarding.
Okay, I'll speak. Never mind.
All right. You can start raising me back up.
Yeah.
It's really hot, and I hear the demons.
Yeah, that's wild. 40,230 feet deep. 12.2. Why is it bigger in this article than the other one?
Well, it's in
12.2 kilometers.
Russia, so nothing about it on the internet's going to be accurate.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
You
Dude,
go
we-
down hole. Give us information.
We have biggest hole.
could be a mile deep. It could be 20 mile deep.
Dude,
How
yeah.
much you got?
It seems like a Despicable Me thing. Somebody's just like, I'm gonna dig the biggest hole. I don't know why it came out Italian Russian, but
What was that? There was that thing in like during the Great Depression. It was like during the New Deal. There was like a city where they just hired them and had them dig holes for like no purpose, but the purpose was that they had a job because
Huh.
everyone was unemployed. So they were like, I guess we need this hole built. So build a big fucking hole.
I don't know. That was the New Deal.
Yeah.
Where's that hole?
Hey, how's the hole digging going?
They just like they literally just needed to give like have
Not
people
great.
work. So they just had them dig holes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it was probably how like I don't know, probably some man-made reservoir. They're like, just fucking fill it with water, I guess now.
yeah.
Somebody must have gone
Be a
down
lake.
this hole.
It's a fucking hole.
I'm telling you, people have definitely been in that hole
Mhm.
and died. Right? There's got to be one guy who's just like, oh fuck it, and just like,
Are you talking about that hole or Lana Rhodes?
Oh, hey.
Whoa. Hot take.
yeah, no. Bless her heart.
We went from talking about one of the smallest holes to one of the biggest holes.
Well, no,
Hey.
Lana Rhodes.
Yeah, no,
Definitely a
her.
big hole.
Yeah.
There's some people say that Lana Rhodes can go for 12,262 meters.
Actually, the sound clip that we were playing was from inside Lana Rhodes.
Hey, I was gonna say.
Those are all the brave men who have died in there. Sorry. Send in the coroner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Dude.
Oh no! Oh
Oh man.
What could possibly be making those noises down there? You know,
no!
it's
I
not
think
like there's
millions
wind.
of souls.
It could be just the wind bouncing off everything getting down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be.
Could be like the rocks cooking deep in the
Yeah, I
Under
think
the
it's just
mantle.
I think it's just heat and like iron shifting.
Yeah.
pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
It's wild.
Did you ever?
Wild.
You should show your mom the sound of the hole and just see if she starts praying and we can get her mic'd up.
Man,
Yeah,
I would love to just be with that group of Russians as they just all right, we have the rock, drop it down the hole. That's
Yeah,
a pretty deep hole, man.
Imagine how many, dude. If I would have spit down that hole.
Yeah.
That's my thing in junk. Like if I'm ever up high and I could see like the ground, I'll be like, let me spit and see how long it takes to hit.
Yo, man, get the glow sticks.
I don't know. Yeah, that'd be
Who's
cool.
going down first? Ron, you want to go down?
Oh, hell.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We're ready to wrap things
I
up
think
here.
we are ready.
That's all you get.
Let's see here. That's all they get.
This is all you get.
Thank you for listening, everybody. This has been a broadcast of the Butt Stuff Podcast. We are your premier Sunday morning podcast happening on a Sunday morning. You can find all of our all of our information through our Instagram. You know, check out our link tree through the bio. And you know, if you're listening, give us a watch. If you're watching, give us a listen. You know, tell everyone you know about it, because we can't help falling in love with you. This has been a Butt Stuff Podcast. It's Butt Stuff.